Imagine waking up one day and finding out that your tax dollars is no longer funding public school or affordable housing or health care for the many Americans that need it, but instead it's being funneled into a billionaire slush fund. Now, this is something that sounds crazy, but this is exactly what is being proposed with Trump's sovereign wealth fund. And if history tells us anything, we know exactly the type of people that would not see any of these funds and is not the marginalized. While it may be said that this will help all Americans, Trump being in control of billions of dollars of American taxpayer money is not going to benefit you, and I know it's not going to benefit me. Now let's talk a little bit about how Trump's sovereign wealth fund would work. A sovereign wealth fund is a government-controlled investments fund that manages taxpayers' money. Now, normally, countries use them to invest in industries and that benefits the citizens. I'm going to put quotations around that. And so we can think of oil-rich nations like Norway or Saudi Arabia. But Trump's version of this is a complete power grab, one that can funnel public money into the hands of his wealthy friends. Yeah, I'm thinking like Elon Musk, leaving working class Americans behind. And this is why this is so dangerous, because instead of funding schools, infrastructure, and affordable housing, this fund can be used to make billionaires richer. And you know I talk about in this channel about making money, but not taking taxpayers' money to funnel it towards billionaires. Now, Trump could direct investments based on his own interests with no transparency and accountability. This is not good for the free market at all. And worst of all, you already know everyone that he has labeled under that DE&I is not receiving one dime of this sovereign wealth fund that he desires to create to not only control the executive branch, but to also control the purse of America. This is what he is trying to do. It almost sounds like his desire is to become a dictator. Now let's talk a little bit more about how Trump's sovereign wealth fund will strip money from those that need it the most and honestly widen the wealth gap for most American citizens. So first, if Trump is able to set up this sovereign wealth fund, you can expect a gutting of social programs while trying to privatize those for corporate profits. And so Trump has already slashed programs like HUD, food assistance, and healthcare. And best believe if he gets this thing set up, he is going to go even harder. If this fund directs government money to Wall Street instead of education or housing or healthcare, it means fewer resources for the people that need it the most. Imagine billions going towards corporate tax breaks while schools in your community continue to crumble. Using government money to privatize public access, Trump has pushed for privatization of everything: prisons, schools, even the post office. And a sovereign wealth fund could allow him or the government under his control to buy public assets and then sell it to these corporations. And then after the sale, he will control the profits of this sale. This sounds absolutely insane, and if we allow him to do something like this, it is going to destroy the fabric of this country. And so the results will be higher rents, fewer affordable housing, and more financial pressure on struggling families. If Trump is able to set up a sovereign wealth fund, we can expect that big oil will get billions of dollars, worsening climate change. We could expect for further and more privatizations of prisons, which I'll be honest, disproportionately affect people of color, especially people that look like me. And we can expect more predatory lending, draining wealth from families who could at least afford it. Under Trump, we saw policies favoring polluters, which disproportionately pollutes the air in black and brown communities. And we already know that Trump has a history of punishing anyone that has historically opposed him and rewarding allies. And so in cities, and we've seen this in how he withheld disaster relief from Puerto Rico. So any city or state that has historically disagreed with Trump, you can believe they are not getting any of this funding once it's under his control. In Trump's America, if you don't support him and if you are against him, you do not get any federal funding, and you can best believe none of the money under his control, under a sovereign wealth fund, will be going to anyone who he disagrees with. As we know, this Trump sovereign wealth fund is really his plan to try to control the American purse and to redistribute tax dollars from the many to the people that he likes and the people that like him. And we are seeing some things happen in this country that we would have never imagined, even under the worst president, would possibly happen. And as someone who is ever focused, I'll be honest, on finances and economic power, we cannot allow Trump to establish a sovereign wealth fund. We need to do everything in our power to make sure that this does not come to pass, that he does not get the power of the purse string in the United States. So some things you can do is honestly share this video with anyone that you think will listen, like this video. That will help with the algorithm and allow it to go out to more people who think like you, who don't want to allow this madness to happen. Make sure you elect and vote in every elections, because it matters who we vote for. If this election has taught us anything, is that it matters. Even if you're someone who didn't think it mattered, you now know there is a difference. Even if you say somebody doesn't help you as much, there's a difference from someone not helping you and someone actively trying to destroy you. And this is what we're seeing happen. Someone is actually actively trying to sabotage and take away every gain certain communities have made over the last few hundreds of years. I know it's been a little while since I made one of these videos, but this is just something that I have to talk about, that people have to take serious, because it is going to change the landscape of America if Trump is able to go forward with this and control the American purse string. And we know, honestly, he is trying to push himself as a dictator. Alright family, not my typical video, but I felt the need to come and speak about this. Again, like I said, make sure you share this video with someone if you found it beneficial, you like it. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Let me know some of the things that are keeping you up at night. And like I always say, God bless you, and remember to live your best life.